what's up? It's Alyse here, and if you're watching this video, chances are you just came from my What's in My Pack video on my main channel, Raw Alignment, and if not, then welcome. Anyway, welcome to everybody. I am probably gonna ramble for like a while about my gear. It was really hard to film the What's in My Pack video right before this without giving like too much detail and sharing too much about the gear. I wanted to keep it simple just because a lot of people aren't interested in backpacking and like what the gear is all about, but if you're here, you probably are, which is super exciting. So I'm just gonna like share with you my thoughts about everything, what I use all of this stuff for, and I'm really excited, which is crazy because before the trail, like I was not this into hiking gear, but I have become quite passionate about it. And as I shared in the other video, I've been trying to really minimize the weight on my back because I noticed that my pack felt a little bit too heavy because my Achilles were starting to have some issues, my feet were just like really sore, and my intuition told me that I needed to get a lighter backpack. I weigh like around 90 pounds right now. When I got on the trail, I weighed 95 pounds.
I think that could apply to all the
hiker friends playing loud music. Anyway, I just have been trying to lighten my load. I ended up getting a new backpack. I used to use an Osprey that was 50 liters. This is now a Z-Pack's backpack, which is 50 liters. But it seems like it's a little bit smaller. So I'm just gonna give you like the rundown. My Osprey felt much bigger than this pack. I think that Z-Packs counts their pockets in the liters of the pack, whereas maybe Osprey didn't. So when I got this pack, everything fit really well. But if I had like 5 or 6 days of food, then it was really snug. Whereas with the Osprey, it wasn't. So that kind of also inspired me to lighten my load and like debulk my pack. So I got this around a month ago. It's called the Arc Scout by Z-Packs, and it's actually like their children's pack. I don't think they market it as a children's pack, but it's for people with shorter torsos. So it fits me perfectly. The waist belt I wear at this level, so that's like a really small area, and it fits me super well. There's also room to tighten it more if I happen to lose more weight, which hopefully I don't. Then there's this mesh part here, and if I wanted to, this is really cool, if I wanted to pull this, I could create like an arc. That's why I believe it's called the Arc Scout. I could create an arc so that air can go between my back and this. I prefer it to not be like so arced, but I just like it a little bit. What else? Man, it is hot as heck out here. I'm borrowing this Henley sweater, I don't know, from the hostel because I really like the feel of it, but it's really hot out here, like 70 degrees or something. Anyway, this material I believe is waterproof. I really like the mesh pocket. It stretches like crazy, which is helpful because I pretty much always have stuff that's in the outside of it. And then what else? I like that these pockets are like slanted down because I used to have a hard time reaching behind me to grab my water bottle, which would be inside of here. So having them slanted down just makes it a little bit easier to grab that. And then sometimes I'll like tuck my wet socks in here or like random stuff like that. And there's also, oh yeah, so it opens with a Velcro, which is kind of cool. So I can Velcro it like that, and then I just roll this over depending on how much stuff is in here. And then the way I close it is I snap it there. And then there's also this other strap which goes right here. So if I wanted to put something up here, I could attach something there, which I do on occasion. Like I'll put a bag of chips up there or something like that that doesn't fit in the bag. Then there's also this little pocket, which is cool. These are kind of like add-ons, I think. I don't think the packs come with them. I might be wrong about that. So here is a shoulder pouch. Then there's also these pouches, which can, gosh, these are just like the coolest packs ever, seriously. So the way that these attach to the shoulder straps and the waist belt are so cool. It's kind of hard to describe, but they have these elastics. So it slides on there. You actually like undo this, slides on there, and then I can't even like really show you, but the way that they go on is really cool. I like the size right here. Like when this is on my body, it doesn't feel too bulky. I personally prefer to just use these as storage units, I guess, instead of having them on the waist belt. I really like the way that this feels. It's just super thin and minimal, and it doesn't feel too bulky on my waist. And again, I just like having one shoulder thing just to carry like my water flavoring or the tape that I use to tape my toes, or just stuff that I use like when I'm out hiking. That's the only stuff that goes in here. And what else? There is one downfall about this pack that I personally have experienced. Honestly, this probably isn't something that the majority of people are going to experience, but since I don't wear many clothes when I hike, like I used to wear this bralette thing, like a sports bra that came a little bit lower, and under here, like I have my racer back tank top. Actually, I'm gonna take this off because I'm burning. So you can see that there's like skin right here, and that kind of rubs onto this mesh. And this was not a problem that I experienced with the Osprey because it was a bit softer. It was also a bit heavier. This pack is just around 1 pound, I think, which is awesome. But yeah, so the one downfall is that it irritates my back shoulder area. The same thing with this part, although I've been noticing it's getting smoother, so maybe it just needs to be worn in a little bit. But I don't think that's something most people are going to experience because most people probably wear a t-shirt or something with more coverage. I just, like, I don't know, living in Hawaii, I got used to wearing like sports bras and crop tops and all that stuff. So that's kind of just like a thing that I have personally experienced with this pack. But literally everything else about it is awesome. I love the size of it, and Z-Packs has so many other packs. Addison also has one from there. But I just love the fact that they made one for smaller people. Like, it was really hard for me to find a pack to fit me. So if you're petite, this is definitely an investment that I would like advise you to make, because it's awesome. It's durable. Can't say enough good things about this. I think I'm ready to move on to the next item. So I talked about these guys. I have 2 of them. I also have 2 shoulder pouches, but I think that I sent one to my parents' house because I didn't need it anymore. So these guys are really cool. These are waterproof. They're such a good size. My toothbrush fits in here diagonally. Toothpaste fits in here. I carry my wallet in here, like so much miscellaneous toiletry items in these bags. I also have this little hairbrush. The brand is Bass. It's called the Green Brush. It's really, really tiny and I like it a lot, although there were a couple times my pack was really full and I broke some of the bristles, so that's a shame. I got it in Hawaii, but anyway, I have this hairbrush, and I listed like a lot of these items that I'm sharing with you on my website, so I'm gonna link down below a page to like all of the hiking gear that I have. Next thing is my poncho, which is, again, badass. This thing makes me look like I walk on the moon. It fits perfectly, although I believe it would fit somebody who has like the average size body. I'm pretty small, but it's so cool. Okay, let me show you. So the hood has a zipper, which is awesome. And it also has this little like visor thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, this is from the brand Z-Packs. And it has this visor, so when you're wearing it, It doesn't like have to be over here because it has a little visor so rain doesn't get into your face. And you can zip it up all the way and it comes like up to here on me, which is perfect. And the cool thing is most ponchos don't have this. I haven't seen any ponchos that have this, but it has zippers for the sides. See? So you can unzip them, but I always have them zipped because it just gives me extra coverage. And I'm gonna show you real quick. What it looks like. So, you know, got the visor effect going on. And basically the zippers that I'm talking about, so I carry my hiking poles like this, so I always have my arms out, and the zippers just give extra coverage. Most ponchos are open here. Most ponchos are just totally open from the arm part down, or they might like button once here. So I think it's pretty awesome. It is a little bit on the pricier side as far as like ponchos go, I believe, but it is so worth it. Again, I don't know any others that have this zipper. Now I gotta figure out how to get it back together. So if you're a poncho type of person, this is for sure the one to get. It's so sturdy and durable and awesome. If you're not a poncho person, I don't know what to tell you because I don't have much experience with raincoats. Okay, what's next? So I have my pack cover. This was for my old backpack, my Osprey. So it's a 50-liter pack cover, and I'm not gonna demonstrate, but it just goes over my backpack when it's raining. I don't really need to be carrying this because I have the poncho that goes over me and my backpack, but I like the extra coverage. I like to like be totally sure that my pack is completely dry, even if the storm is like out of control. So that's why I'm carrying the pack cover as well. I also like to fold it up and use it as a seat when the ground is wet. Right now I'm just using Addison's poncho. All right, guys, so I just filmed the rest of that video, but the battery and the camera died, so I must have been talking for like 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I'm so tired. I finished talking and was like, yes, I'm done. Like, I shared so much. I'm so excited. I'm so ready to take a nap. But here I am, ready to talk about the rest of the things. I apologize if I seem a little more sleepy. I'm still excited to share my thoughts on these items. So where I left off was with this sleeping pad, which is the one item out of all of the things that I own which is definitely not going to stay with me. I actually just ordered a Nemo torso blow-up sleeping pad, which is going to replace this. So the reason why I wanted a blow-up instead of this one is because it takes up less space in my pack. Excuse me. This is just really bulky, and I actually cut it in half, so it was twice as big. And you can kind of feel rocks under it, and it's just not like super comfortable. And I laid on the blow-up one that, like, it's not like you screw a thing in and it blows it up from like a battery powered thing. Like, I blow it up with my mouth. Anyway, this is my sleeping pad, but it won't be for long. I think I get the new one in 6 days or so. So, okay, what's next? This tent is called the Triplex, which is by the company Z-Packs, and I do not have any bad things to say about this. I love this tent so much, and if you've been following my whole trail journey, you probably know that I was sleeping in a hammock. Man, I'm so tired. I was sleeping in a hammock, Addison was sleeping in a hammock, and we are now sharing this tent. So there's a couple reasons why I switched from a hammock to a tent. There's 3 reasons that I can think about. One is that I was simply curious about what it was like to sleep in a tent versus a hammock. And 2 is that when I switched backpacks, This one, the Arc Scout, was a little bit smaller than my previous Osprey, so I wanted to get my gear like a little less bulky, so it could fit better in there, so I didn't have to put as much stuff on the outside of the pack. And yeah, so a hammock setup is a little bit more bulky than this is. Basically, with a hammock setup, you have the hammock, you have the bug netting, you have the tarp to keep yourself dry, and you have an under quilt to keep like a draft of air coming underneath you and getting you cold. So all of that added together is pretty bulky. And this, Addison says it's not good to do this to the tent, but this you can get pretty small and compact, and this is for 2 people. The reason I carry the tent is because Addison carries our pot that we cook in and the stove. This is a little more bulky, but that stuff is a little bit heavier. So let's see. One of the things that I really like about this tent is that it has 2 doors, so I don't have to climb over Addison if I need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, but I have my own door that I can go out of. It's also super quick to set up. That's probably my favorite part, is that when I had a hammock set up, I felt like I was taking like 30 minutes. Okay, maybe not that much towards the end, but I was taking a little while to set it up. This we can set up in like 3 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating or kidding. Less than 5 minutes for sure. You just take it out of here and you lay it out on the ground, and that's pretty much it. You just need stakes to put in each little string, and then I also have hiking poles, which are somewhere over there. They're by the brand Lakey. Anyway, you need hiking poles to set it up. I think that Z-Packs has some sort of poles you can use. So yeah, this is a single wall tent, so it doesn't have like a fly to go over it. That's what makes other tents take a little bit longer to set up. So yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about this tent. It is a little on the pricier side, but it is incredible. It's super lightweight, somewhere between 1 and 2 pounds for this tent for 2 people, and it actually fits 3 people. We got a larger tent because we wanted a little bit more space. This is called the triplex. They also have a tent, Z-Packs has a tent called the duplex for 2 people, and the soulplex for 1 person. Which if Addison wanted to stay in his hammock, I would be using the soulplex. So yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about this. I also love the color of it. It's my favorite color. There are other colors available. Oh yeah, something that I wanted to say about Z-Packs, now that I've showed you I have a backpack by them, I have a tent by them, and I have a poncho by them, is that I met them at Trail Days, and they're so down to earth. Like, not only is their gear like super high quality, lightweight, incredible gear, but they are so down to earth and kind and like super knowledgeable about the gear that they're selling. And it was really fun to meet the team there. So shout out to Z-Packs. For sure, you guys are super cool, and I'm really appreciative of the hard work that you put in to create this gear and to keep your company running. It's like, I really love your stuff. What else? This is my top quilt, which is similar to a sleeping bag, but it doesn't zip all the way up. It zips about 1/4 or 1/3 of the way, and the rest of it is just open. You can like use these little guys to close it up a bit, but it's still open. So this is my top quilt. It's from a brand called Enlightened Equipment. It is vegan, so it's not down, it's synthetic, which is a little bit heavier and a little bit bulkier, but at least it's cruelty-free, and I really enjoy it. You can like squeeze it down and make it a little bit more compact. I got to choose the colors. They have like crazy colors available, which is cool. And yeah, so this is my sleeping bag top quilt that I use that keeps me warm. I forget the specific degree that it's for, but it keeps me very warm. It's warm on the trail now, but when it was really cold, I was never cold at night inside this. So definitely highly recommend the brand Enlightened Equipment. They've also got under quilts if you're a hammock sleeper. excuse me, this is a shorter top quilt, so they have like different lengths for different height of people. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Okay, next thing is my food bag, which is a Sea to Summit 13-liter waterproof food bag, and I don't really have much to say about it at all. Want to come say hi?
Hey guys, how's it going?
My throat hurts from all the talking I'm doing today, but I'm almost done. What do you have to say about the food bag? It fits food for like 5 days, right?
No, it fits food for like 3 or 4. I feel like I have to use my other bag for anything over 3.5.
I guess it depends how bulky your food is. Like I have bags of kale chips and like a peanut butter container, which is bulky, but I feel like it fits 3 to 4 to 5 days of food, depending on what you're carrying.
Usually I get about 3. I have another 8-liter bag that I use for more food.
Most
goes
people
kind of on the top of my pack where I can access it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's one way to do it, is to have like your main food bag and then have like a snack bag outside your pack for the day. A lot of people here on the trail have like huge food bags, probably like over 20 liters.
Yeah, I feel like ours are a little bit smaller than they need to be.
Yeah.
Especially if we were doing like 5 days, it would be a real struggle to fit it all into a bag.
Yeah. Yeah, if we ever hike for 5 days, usually I have food that's like on the outside of my pack for the first day or 2. So there's that. And then the next thing is my clothing bag, which I don't really have much to say about. It's not waterproof or anything. It's just, I think this came with the quilt, right? The Enlightened Equipment quilt.
Yeah.
So this is just like a bag that I had laying around. The main reason I use it is just to keep all my clothing together and organized. So that's that. Thanks.
Bye everybody.
You can't make out on camera. Okay, just a couple more items. So you guys ask about these a lot. Well, maybe not you, but this is one of the most frequently asked questions that I get, is where are my sandals from? I've been wearing these for over a year, probably a couple years now, and I love them so much. I wear them every single day. When I was in Hawaii, these are what I wore every day. And even now that I'm on the trail, these are my camp shoes. So when I'm not wearing my sneakers, I take off my sneakers at the end of the day and I clean my feet and I put these on so that my feet can air out. And yeah, nothing bad to say about these at all. I really like them because you can feel the ground beneath your feet in these because they're so thin. They're really like small and easy to store. They're not bulky at all. Like you can tell how small they are. You can also roll them up if you wanted to. Store them like that. So I'm gonna link these down below. If you're interested in some kick-ass sandals, definitely check out the link down below. Zero Shoes is an incredible company. They're just like very good quality. Yeah, I'm just basically in love with these. If I had to like say one of my favorite items that I own, like not even just camping gear, but like that I own, these, because I seriously use them every single day. Okay, just a couple more items. My hairbrush, got this one in Hawaii. I'm gonna link down below this guy as well. Well, I'll link like to most of my hiking gear. I linked a lot of this stuff on my website. I don't remember if I said that earlier in the video, but it might have got cut out. So if you're interested in this stuff. This is like a really little tiny compact hairbrush, and I like it a lot. And then another question that I get asked about all the time is, how do I charge my phone? Well, this is an Anchor charger, which I recently got. For lack of better words, this is badass. This can charge the iPhone 7 Plus up to 7 times. 7 times fully charged. It's really, really awesome. So I actually have 2 of these. One of these stays with Kyle in the van, and he charges that one up, and then whenever we get to a trail town, I switch with him. And sure, this is definitely a luxury item. Like, many people on the trail might be like, what? Like, you have 2 chargers and you have your friend charging one, blah, blah, blah. But like, I have an online business, and this is you know, something that I'm basically working while I'm on the trail. Not all the time, I totally enjoy my experience and live in the moment, but it's really important that I do have the ability to be on my phone and to film a video, or to be on Instagram story sharing my experience out here, or to answer emails or whatever. So this is super, super handy, and Anchor has like lots of different sizes, so you could get one that charges your phone twice. There's one that charges iPhone 7 like 10 times, but that was a little excessive. I think this is like 8 ounces, so like half a pound. So it's definitely on the heavier side, but again, it's for work, aka play, but that's that. What else? I don't think I talked about this. If I did, you're gonna hear about it again. This is what Addison and I use to purify our water. It uses ultraviolet rays to kill bacteria and viruses. So the way that it works is you put this inside a water bottle, you press the button, well, this is off, you press the button and it counts to 90 and the light comes on and it purifies your water. And it shows you a smiley face when it's all done. Man, I'm out of breath. Okay, last thing I'm gonna show you is this pot that I have. I feel like I might have shared this in the beginning of the video too. This is what I make my tea in, and I don't really use it for much else. Sometimes I'll make hummus in it, but usually like when we're cooking dinners, we cook it in the bigger pot that Addison carries. It feels so good to have just shared about all this stuff. I've been wanting to talk to you about this, guys, for a while. So this is everything that I've been carrying with me for the past couple months, and this is what I'm going to carry with me for the next 4 months on the trail. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you like this video, definitely comment down below, let me know, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with any of your friends or your family members or acquaintances who might be going backpacking soon, getting ready for a trip, and maybe they don't have all of their gear, maybe you don't have all of your gear. Definitely check the links that I put in the description of this video. I created these pages to help better assist you get started on your own journey, because I have changed a lot of things since I've been out here, and I guess I wish that there was somebody that I knew via social media or in person that had like a page of resources, a page of brands that they recommend or products that they recommend, so that I had somewhere to start. I mean, I went off of everything that Addison was using, but this is just what I prefer now. I've definitely tweaked a lot of things, and one thing that I really want to stress is that these items that I'm using might not be items that you want to use or that make you feel the most comfortable. Everybody has their own experience when they're out on the trail, and there might be an item that works really, really well for me that just doesn't for you. But I wanted to share all of this because I think it's a really good place to start, at least to get you searching and looking for these items and to see like, okay, in general, what are the items that I need? And then, you know, maybe you want a raincoat instead of a poncho. Maybe you want a hammock instead of a tarp. Maybe you want a different type of water purifier or sterilizer. Maybe you don't want sandals as your camp shoe. Maybe you don't want to carry a hairbrush, but you want to carry a comb. So I just hope that this has helped you in some way and maybe inspired you to get outside in nature, get backpacking, get hiking, get camping, whatever it is. If you have any questions that I did not address, any things that I didn't talk about in detail enough, let me know in the comments below. I will do my best to answer as many of you as possible. Okay, good night. I love you.